don't go robbing people blindly. Well, not blindly. Not randomly. Don't go robbing too many people. The next morning, we're woken up by all that noise from the restaurant staff handling the furniture and eating utensils roughly. Upon looking around, I noticed that waitress from last night is gone. A burly man is in her place instead. Did he stare at us just now? Oh, yeah, hang on. Turning up their voices a little bit more. They're a little quiet compared to everything else. It's weird. Yella covers her mouth and yawns. Oh no. Ah, bless me. Sorry about that. Allergies once again. It can't be helped. Let's go. So we legit just spent the night in some dive bar. Well, not a dive bar, a restaurant. Ow. I can't feel anything on my arm. My arm suddenly feels numb when I stand up. Yeah, well, I was pretty tired. I wasn't thinking straight. How come I didn't think of it? Alright, off we go. Since Yella's urging me to leave, I shake my arm a few times and step out of the restaurant to greet a new day. Ooh, wow, that's right in my eyes. My whole body is aching. We can't. We have some money. We have no identification. We have some guy's wallet. We are also technically fugitives. And we were carrying a bag of blood. Right? We still have that bag? We should. Yes, I will fall apart at this rate. I nod in agreement and point at my aching limbs and back. The pain will probably kill me if we have to spend every night in this way. And will smell so bad even the dogs may despise us if we continue like this. So, you got any plans, Missy? Got any plans for this event? Yella didn't argue with me. She seems to have recognized the fact that she has a strong body odor on herself as well. What soft bed? Are you talking about the tree trunk grass? Don't vampires sleep in coffins? Oh, ooh, I'm sorry, Missy. Really? We chat along the way until Yella stops in her tracks when we pass a 5-story apartment. Ooh. Wow. That's a lot. I don't know what the currency exchange rate is, but 1,500 for a 1-bedroom, for a 1-bed, 1-bath. Ugh. Yeah, that's a little worse than what I got going on right now. She's attracted by an advertisement signboard in front of an apartment. What? Yeah, but we have to pay it all up front. We don't get to pay day by day. We don't have that amount of money. But we can make that kind of money. And how are we going to do that? The only way we know how to make money, robbing people. I count our money. We only have 70 left. What should we do then? Got any plans in there? Yella frowns, shuts her eyes, and begins to mumble. We can't possibly rob others all the time. I don't know, man. It worked pretty well the first time. Yella suddenly opens her eyes as if she's hit upon a bright idea before I can finish.
てないやつはドイツかしら。
She was real quick to agree with that. Well, wait, look around you. Did you notice a police car with those wailing noises would pass us every few minutes? Do you think they will allow you to rob anyone as you please?
バカね。警察の前で動くわけないじゃない。一人でいるやつを狙うのよ。
Well, at least she's a little smart about the way she robs people. No, aren't you a vampire with pure principles? We're broke, my man. We got no principles.
じゃあ一人でいる悪いやつを探しましょう。
Okay, fine. I guess we have some principles. We'll rob criminals. Criminals?
それに警察が一人二人来たところで私の敵じゃないわ。まとめて片付ければいいのよ。
Did you need a jump like that? Seriously, she makes so many movements. I feel as though they're unnecessary, and that they're for an entirely different reason. It feels as if we strayed off topic. No, I'm pretty sure it's the same thing. No, that's not important. The main thing is, we can only gain so much if you go around robbing others at will, and we risk drawing too much attention on ourselves. You said you could deal with a few policemen, but they might take notice if you keep committing crimes. If that happens, we will have more than just a few problems in our
だ
hands.
からさっきは遠慮して言っただけ。警察もただの人間だもの。100人来たって同じよ。あんたも昨日見たでしょ。
Yeah, you don't really know how certain things have evolved, do you? That's because our opponents weren't prepared. Based on the serious weapons they have now, 10 of them will be quite tough for you, let alone 100. Yeah, believe me. I know how rough those newfangled weapons can be. They killed me. They murdered me.
臆病者が私に指図しないで。役に立つことを言わないなら黙ってなさい。
Okay, those things are dangerous. They shot and killed me. Don't go robbing people blindly. Well, not blindly. Not randomly. Don't go robbing too many people. I'm not a coward, but I'm not really in a hurry to die either. Yella waves her hand condescendingly, and motions for me to be quiet. Here's what I think. If we really want to rob someone, the first thing we should do is to avoid any confrontation with the police. We're still on the topic of robbing people.
当たり前でしょ。役に立つことを言いなさいってば。
I have to make this clear, because otherwise, I don't trust you. And we should rob a rich one, not any random passerby. Think about it. People normally carry limited amounts of money with them, and that guard only had a few $10 notes the other time. Yella simply nods and isn't raising any objections, so I lick my lips and continue with my explanation. However, people need to buy things at shops and make their payments there, so those places should have far more money stored inside than any person you see on the street. Oh god. Oh god, we're not robbing someone, we're robbing something. Oh, the convenience store. Yes, it's all come full circle.
いいわ。さすがは私のしもべね。肝が据わってるわ。小心者のあんたが心配で大きな目標にはしなかったんだけど、あんたがそう言うなら儲かっててついてないお店を探しましょう。
Well, I already know one. The convenience store. No, don't forget the police. We need to avoid them.
店を襲うなんて派手なことしてどうやって警察を避けるのよ。
By doing it at night when there's no one inside said store? Of course we can't do it in the city since the police are on patrol everywhere, but we passed a run-down suburb on our way here from your estate. I remember we didn't see anyone in uniform, let alone a police car there.
郊外？
You do not know what a suburb is? Are you too rich to know what a suburb is? Right, we're now certain that our target is a store in the suburbs when we deduce along those lines. We'll not only avoid the police, but we can also gain a lot of money in one robbery.
あんた。
I like how we're just discussing this in broad daylight. Yella is staring at me quietly. What?
一晩でこんなに賢くなるなんて。あんた、本当にあの間抜けなしもべ？
Of course I'm smart. I finally got food in my stomach. What do you mean? I've always been this way. I never changed at all. I always know how to rob someone effectively.
ちょっと褒めたらすぐいい気になって。悪くない案だけど、口より行動の方が大事よ。
They sure do. So let's get down there and rob a store. Alright, let's go then. Oh, that's the end of that chapter. Just straight to robbery. No job seeking, no more begging type thing. Nope. Just straight. Not even a person robbery, a store robbery. So we head south and come to the suburbs far away from the city. This area has plenty of small buildings built haphazardly across both sides of the road in place of the attractive skyscrapers from earlier. Most of them are only a few stories high, with clothes being hung across their fences, giving the impression of a very messy place. It even feels as if I have returned to the slums in the old continent where I used to live.
確かに、この辺りに警察はいないわね。でも、
Please, the police wouldn't be caught dead in this place. Yella, stop doing that. Yella turns around and angrily approaches me from ahead.
こんな貧しい地域で盗みに入ったって何にも手に入らないじゃない。
What do you mean too impoverished? So you say, but isn't that a convenience store? Even a poor shop will probably have quite an amount of money. I point to the opposite side of the road where a modest-sized shop is standing over there. Although the interior looks dark from the outside, its weathered signboard clearly identifies it as a convenience store that is open for 11 hours.
本当に？もう潰れてるんじゃないの？
There's only one way to find out. Yella glances to her side and looks very skeptical. Anyway, let's take a closer look for now. We'll find another one if this shop really doesn't work out.
ちゃんと営業してるって保証しなさいよ。
I'm not guaranteeing anything. I don't know anything. It's not my problem whether the shop is open or not.
まあいいわ。今日もお風呂に入れなかったらあんたに舐めさせてやるんだから。
How? We don't have any... No. Moving on. Wash. Really? I wanted to make sure I heard it correctly, but the area near my ear got hit hard immediately. I mean, you're the one that brought it up, lady.
何やらしい顔してんのよ。そういうつもりで言ったんじゃないわ。
You're the one that said it, not me. Yella's blushing face proves that I didn't hear her wrongly. So, vampire girls will use an inappropriate pickup line at times too. I know. That means I can take advantage whichever way it goes. If we manage to snatch our money, we can sleep comfortably. If we can't, I can get close to a pretty lady.
このバカ、最低。もう行くわよ。
How about you hurry up? You're the one that's better at this stuff. Yella pulls my ear and begins to cross the road. Ah, it hurts. Let go. Let go. Yella will attract unwanted attention if people see us like this.
今回は見逃してあげるけど、次はないからね。
Well, don't set it up next time. Yella even yanks my ear strongly one more time before releasing me. Whose fault is it? I rub my ear and mumble to
何
myself.
言った？
I said let's get in there and check it out. I said thank you for your mercy, Missy.
早く行きなさい。
Well, off we go. Yes, yes. We arrive in front of the convenience store with a dark interior. Luckily, the shop is still open. Not only that, but there are quite a number of store clerks inside. Hey, what are you doing here? An assistant steps in our way as we are about to enter the shop, and he doesn't sound too
何
friendly.
も？ただ見て回ってるだけよ。文句ある？
Yeah, what's wrong with that guy? Yella sounds even more unfriendly. No, we are here to buy something. I hurriedly step between the two of them and state our purpose to avoid a misunderstanding. What is there to buy? Scram, there's nothing inside. The assistant blocking us doesn't seem to have any intention to step aside. He waves his hand to drive us away instead.
そこに物がいっぱいあるじゃない。
Yeah, I can see like bags of chips. I think those are boxes of cookies. I glance briefly at the shop's interior. There are several rows of shelves with an assortment of bottles filled with liquors of various colors, but I can't see any customers. The only ones inside are all store clerks wearing the same uniform, and some of them are staring at us strangely. What, are you looking for trouble?
何よ。あんたなんて睨みつけただけで死んじゃうんじゃないの？
I think we accidentally stepped into the middle of another robbery. Yella pushes me aside and stares at the shop assistant blocking us. It seems as if a fight is going to take place, and I clench my fist in preparation. You can never be too careful. We're doing our stock take and our close for the day. Another shop assistant comes out from behind the cashier counter inside, and both of them are blocking the door completely. I see. Fine. We won't buy anything then. Let's go. My intuition is telling me that this place isn't a simple convenience store. We might get into a lot of trouble if we start a fight here recklessly. So I quickly decide to go with the flow and pull Yella's arm, urging her to leave.
どうして行くのよ。
Because, lady, you may be able to dodge bullets, but I can't. It seems Yella didn't catch my drift. You'll understand soon enough. Listen to me. Let's go.
もう。
There are other places. Yella glances at those two store assistants blocking the door. But she eventually leaves with me, looking puzzled. As we walk away from the shop, another two of their staff follow us until we're quite a distance before they return inside.
あのコンビニ、絶対後ろめたいことがあるのよ。
It sure is. And I don't even think they sell fish. Yella has finally arrived at the same conclusion as I had a little earlier as she watches those two men return. Right, Missy, you finally realized it. I don't need to waste my breath in explaining to you then.
うるさいわね。
And you're stupid. Yella kicks me and begins to think.
後ろめたいこと。
What, are you trying to think of, like, why they're acting like that? It's obvious. They're criminals. And what's our policy? Only rob from the ones doing the robbing because they are robbers. I think that's how it goes. Right. What kind of convenience store would hire so many employees to look after it, and even send people to monitor customer movements?
店員を大勢雇って中に人を入れないようにしてる。
Because they're probably cooking drugs in there. That's not a convenience store. The shop may be a front that is used for some other purpose. The question is, what is it?
わかったわ。
Oh, do you now? Please, enlighten me with your revelation. Yella suddenly raises her eyebrows before I can finish. What do you know? She laughs in triumph, but I'm confused instead.
大勢で監視して他の人を近づけないようにしている。さて、どうしてかしら。
Something that needs a lot of people to look after it and won't allow others to go near it. Certain banks. They have security guards looking after it, and if you're too poor, they won't let you go near it. I think I answered your question. That's not a convenience store down there, that's a bank. Valuable things?
そうや。あのコンビニが何に使われているかはこの際重要じゃないわ。大事なのはあそこに大金拡張品があるという事実。そうでなきゃあんなに大勢人を雇う必要はないもの。
I mean, I guess. But now the question is, how are we going to get those valuable things? In that case, what do you plan to do? The shop has at least a dozen people, and all of them are big sized.
私が誰か忘れたわけじゃないでしょ。店員が十数人いるくらい全く問題にならないわ。
Oh, is that so? I don't believe you. It might not be a problem if we were on open ground, but I took a look at the store layout. The place has a lot of huge shelves inside with very little room to move about. If they have guns, they can simply shoot through the shelving. And you won't be able to get close to them quickly enough because of all that
そ
furniture.
こまで言うなら何かいい方法があるわけ？
Why, of course I do. I don't have any yet. Sorry. That's another alarm. I keep forgetting to turn them off.
それならどうぞゆっくり考えて。私は休める場所を探すわ。この忌々しい太陽のせいで干上がっちゃいそう。
Okay. Wait, so now I gotta do the thinking? Now that you mention it, it does feel really hot. My brain is going to malfunction from this heat. I look around. Unlike the city, this place doesn't have any trees to provide shade on either side of the road. We're only seeing streets, devoid of any vegetation. And plain-looking single-story buildings everywhere. No wonder it feels so hot.
ねえ、久保くん、あの太陽取ってきなさいよ。
What do you mean fetch the sun? Do you want me to bring it closer? Because that just makes it worse for you. Are you stupid? Don't you think it will become hotter if I retrieve it? We might be able to take shelter from the sun over there. I notice a lot of blankets hanging in mid-air to dry across a road ahead.
あそこまだ下に水滴が垂れてるじゃない。なんだか汚いわ。
Well, I mean, do you want... We're already dirty. We already smell awful. Do you prefer to have some water on you, or become sun-dried? Yella hesitates for a moment, but she takes shelter with me under those wet covers anyway.
あんたたちは女性のために星や月を持ち帰ると誓うのが好きよね。でも、あんたは太陽を取ってきてくれなかったわ。
Yeah, 'cause I don't want to. I never made such a promise. Besides, they said the stars and the moon. They never mentioned anything about the sun.
もういいわ。期待してないもの。それで、あのコンビニにあるものを手に入れる方法は思いついた？それくらいはできるでしょ？
Oh wow, thank you for the vote of confidence. I like it. I wanted to think about this at first, but you interrupted me.
じゃあ今すぐ考えなさい。
Aye. No hurry. Anyway, the sun is so intense, and you can't use all your powers now. I just need to think of something before the sun
勝
sets.
手にすれば。でも、思いつかなかった時は、その時には。
Or else what? Yella seems to have thought of something. She suddenly stops in mid-sentence, and her face turns red. What? Huh? Huh? What is it? She got burned by the sun?
うるさいわね。口を動かすより頭を動かしなさい。
I'm trying to use my brain, but with the amount of times that you keep interrupting my chain of thought. Yes, yes. Yes, dear. What a weirdo. She must be scorched until she's addled. Oh shit, sneaky music. When night falls, we take advantage of the cover of night to return to that suspicious store. It just so happens that several of the employees have left the shop, and they enter a bread-shaped car parked outside. They're knocking off from work. The car starts its engine and promptly disappears from our
す
sight.
ぐに帰ってくる可能性もあるわ。早く動かないと。
Wow, look at you, using your brain. I never thought I'd see the day. No hurry, let's see what it is inside that place. I study the shop. It seems that clerk behind the counter earlier is moving boxes near the entrance, and he's the only person inside.
絶好のチャンスね。ほら、
Wait, like, go in now? Ah, no. We agreed on this plan at first. Yella would hide in the darkness. I would start a commotion to draw their people out of the store. Then she would dispatch those from outside before dealing with the rest inside. In the end, Yella seems to think it's a good idea to strike, because the shop only has a few people inside. She's striding there cockily. After dismissing my well-thought-out plan. What's the point of asking me to make a plan if you're just gonna disregard my plan, huh? That assistant becomes very alert and puts his box down upon hearing footsteps, places one hand behind his hips, and uses the other hand to lift the shutters on the door. We're closed! He's shouting loudly, and it seems deliberate. Well, we have a young girl here. The man is startled upon seeing Yella. Then he relaxes and extends his raised hand in her direction. Oh shit. Yella smoothly grabs the cashier's right arm, sends him turning a full 180 degrees, and bites the back of his neck. The hulking man drops like a sack of potatoes, and a pistol in his hip clatters to the ground. Watch out! Inside! Yella is about to enter the store when the shop's tinted door suddenly opens, and several black-garbed men with handguns emerge. Damn, who dares create trouble in the Tiger Bob's territory? The man in black leading the group notices Yella and the downed store assistant. He hesitates for a moment before pointing his gun at Yella. You got this, right? I'm sure she's fine. Maybe. Probably. Yeah. It is simply the worst thing that can happen at this range, and there are so many shelves of goods in between. Yella, duck! I bolt across to pick up the cashier's pistol on the floor and call out to Yella to give me some space. She's probably grasped the situation and immediately bends down. I stand upright, raise my gun, and try to recall how I used a shotgun in that split second. Shotgun? The only difference between a small handgun and a shotgun, this weapon doesn't have a stock, and the barrel and trigger are still there. I just need to point the barrel at those people and pull the trigger. But those black-garbed men have also spotted me. They are aiming their guns at me. Bang, bang, bang! When I squeeze the trigger, the pistol issues a deafening noise. The part between my thumb and forefinger shakes, and the gun slips from my hands, which have become numb. As I bend down in reflex to pick up my weapon, something whizzes above my head. Don't tell me I just had my brush with death. Before I can recover from that shock, Yella has already disappeared from my sight. A split second later, people are screaming in agony, and the sound of metallic furniture crashing on the floor is ringing out from inside. I hurriedly get up to see what happened inside without bothering to pick up the gun. Yella is already dusting herself as she steps out, and she throws a bottle of water from the store over to me.
よくやったわ、しもべ。またお手柄ね。
Oh, we won. Hooray! I'm just that good. Yeah, I'm an amazing thrall. Thank you very much. Well, I think that's enough excitement for today. I'll see y'all next time.